Yo, what's good everyone, it's Logic, welcome back to another video, and today we're on Anime Saga again. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to macro raids. I know you guys may know that getting tickets from raids is a very annoying task to do, but in today's video, we're going to show you guys how you can automate it and AFK it. This video is actually created in inspiration from Jaw Gaming. I'll post a picture of his channel and I'll also link his video of the raid macro in the description, because I did get this idea from him and this is mostly his idea, so all the credit goes to him. But I did want to slightly improve his macro because I did see that in the comments there were some people that say it didn't work because it sent them to infinite or whatever, and I realized that the reason why is because he is clicking in some of the wrong places throughout the macro. But in this video, I think I will show a refined version of the macro, which should 100% work for you guys, so you could AFK tickets. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video or if it helps you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you guys would like to see next. But besides that, let's get into this video. Alright everyone, welcome to the video. I know this is your first time seeing it, but this is actually my third time recording it. I've recorded it 2 other times. I messed up the first time, and the second time I recorded a whole like 1 hour thing and my file got corrupted. So yeah, this is my third time recording this, so I'm going to keep it a little bit brief. So for this macro method, you're going to need Sid mostly. That's the most recommended unit, but the second most recommended unit is Doma, because you're gonna want a unit whose abilities doesn't move you. So Okarun and Chainsaw Man and Frieren are not available for this because their abilities move you. Well, if you could use Okarun and Chainsaw Man, but you could only use their M1s, and you can't use Frieren at all because her M1s move you. So yeah, either those 4, but the most recommended is Sid, then the second most recommended is Doma. I've already recorded the macro, as you can see. AS raid is there, so I'm not going to re-record it because it takes an hour to do it. I'll explain to you guys why right now. But here are my settings. I just use 1x play speed, continuous playback, and then always on top, and then the recording and playback don't matter. So the reason that Jaw Gaming's macro fails is because when he repeats his macro and he leaves it on, after the raid closes, when he does the raid setup, like to click raid and then create, if you leave that on repeat while the raid is closed, then it's going to click infinity, and then it's going to click create on an infinity, and then it's just going to start an infinity, and you're not going to be able to do any more raids. So with this macro, it just basically makes it so you wait until the raid comes back again before ending the recording and then restarting it, which is a very tedious process, I know, but it makes it so you have a fully automatic AFK raid farm. So like I said before, I'll walk you guys through the raid setup, and then after that, you'll just have to sit in game for about an hour, wait for it to finish without touching your game, while also periodically clicking so you don't disconnect for 20 minutes. But then after that, once the timer hits 1 hour, then you end the recording and then restart it, and that's where you could loop the macro and keep it on overnight. It may sound a little confusing right now, but I will walk you guys all through it, so don't worry. Alright guys, so raid is about to be open, and now I can show you guys how to record this macro. But basically, you're going to take your tiny task. Since it's always on top, it'll show up there, and I don't think I mentioned it previously, but you're only going to need 1 of these characters. So like I said, Sid is most recommended, so only bring 1 of the characters that I mentioned. Afterwards, what you guys are going to do is to get your tiny task ready, get your character ready, and then once you have done that, now you can press record on your macro and start it up. Then you're going to press play, then raids, create your raid, turn on friends only or just go on a private server, click create, and then start it up. Once you have started it up, you're going to want to wait just a couple extra seconds after you've loaded in, just in case any future runs you need to load in just a little bit longer. But then after you've done that, just press start, and then you're gonna want to just spam M1. So don't press WASD at all, make sure you don't use it at all. And if you're using Sid, don't use Atomic Flash. And essentially what you're going to do throughout this raid is just spam M1. You could maybe use an auto clicker if you'd like, turn on an auto clicker so it just spams M1 for you. And then you're going to spam all your moves. The reason why Sid is the best for this is because he has his Atomic Nuke. But you could use your other moves like Silhouette Slash and also Recovery Atomic so you could heal. And then once you've got that set up, you just do this for the next 10 minutes and then complete the raid. Alright guys, obviously I did my own raid because, I wasn't gonna, spend my time doing the farm again. But once you have obviously followed all the rules, which is only use M1s and moves or abilities that don't move you, you'll complete the raid, and then your macro will obviously still be recording. So then just click through, and even after the raid ends, just keep clicking, like just in case, you know, like in a future run you are still needing like to wait a little bit more, you know, just to let the macro catch up. But afterwards, once you do that, I'd say wait about like 20 seconds, and then after you've done that, stop clicking, and then you could click lobby and go back to the lobby. Now this is where the boring part of the macro is. Obviously this macro that I'm recording right now is not the real one. It's, you know, just to test like a demo or whatever, but not the one that I recorded. I already have the one that I recorded saved. But you guys will still be recording. It should maybe be about like 15 minutes ish. I don't know how long it'll take, since, you know, the raid took 10 minutes. But once you have finished the raid and your macro is still recording and you've gone to the lobby, do not do anything else. Just stay in the lobby and wait. And you're gonna have to wait until this timer up here reaches 60 minutes. So this is the part where you go AFK and kind of just wait until that timer hits 60 minutes, because then the raid will be refreshed. So just go AFK, go on your phone, go read a book, go do something productive, whatever. But also make sure that you are clicking on your screen every so often so that you don't get disconnected for being idle for 20 minutes. But then once your timer reaches exactly 60 minutes, then stop the recording, and then you could loop the macro so that once the raid comes back into it, you could just start the macro and it'll automatically loop for you. I'm going to test this macro out for you guys. I'll be leaving it on overnight. Currently I have 139 tickets, so after tonight I will see if this macro even works, and if it does, how many tickets it gives. Alright everybody, so we are here on the next day, and I've checked my inventory and I have 228 tickets, which means I did do some raids, but not that much. Because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, when I woke up and I checked my PC, I was kind of just stuck in the raid, but it's not because the macro broke. The macro does work. I watched it loop and I watched it work. The problem with what happened was that I received the bug where sometimes when you finish a raid and you click through the rewards, the UI to go back to the lobby disappears, and so for me it disappeared, and then when the macro went to go back to lobby, I couldn't because there was no button, so it just ended up looping in the same raid the whole time. So yeah guys, the macro does work. This is how you can fully automatically AFK raids. So yeah guys, go get them tickets. Also, before you start up the macro, don't forget to disable visual effects and disable damage indicators, just so that, you know, you don't overload your game and you don't crash or anything. So you guys don't have to record the macro. I will leave the file, the tiny task file for this macro in my Discord. The link will be in the description. I will post it in the Anime Saga chat, which is labeled AS chat, and I'll leave it pinned in the chat. So you guys can go join up my Discord, download it, and try for yourselves. I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna change or alter anything, but just download it, try it, see if it works. If not, I guess you'll have to replicate it on your own. But I have fully created this macro and it does work 100%. Anyways guys, that is the end of the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this macro helps you out. Hopefully tickets will be a lot easier for you to get now, and you could go get rem and also just a bunch of other items. Hopefully they don't change raid too, so it's not macroable anymore, but we'll see. Anyways guys, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for me making this macro for you guys. Like I said, the macro file will be in my Discord server. You guys could either join up, download the macro and dip, or join my community and just stay there, because we got a nice fan base going on there. It's a pretty chill server, so yeah, make sure you guys get up in there. Also, go follow my TikTok page where I post short form content of my YouTube videos. Make sure to comment down below what you guys would like to see next. Thank you guys again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.